And welcome to Tacoma, Washington. And welcome to Tacoma, Washington, as the Boise Mud Dogs make their return to the SFL. I'm Tom Riddell, here with my partner Nate Hall. Nate, looks like we're going to have a hell of a game.
Yes, we are. Tacoma is going to be really tough to play against this season. They're returning a lot of second and third year players for the minor leagues this season on their offensive side. So on paper, it looks like they should be strong in that aspect. Boise, though, they have a third-year season halfback of their own, Douglas Brown, that they're going to try to get going off the bat, coming off a big 1,500-plus 20-touchdown season last year.
So as we get ready for kickoff here, the Mud Dogs have Tallis Brown at quarterback, Douglas Brown at halfback, Honda Dobie as a receiver, and TT Crystal on as their other receiver. We look ahead to the Grizzlies on defense. We'll have Earl Fields at inside linebacker, Davin Bugnot at outside linebacker, cornerback Mark Kaufman, free safety Orlando Grimm, and strong safety Frank Burstein. As we get ready for kickoff here, the ball's on the tee. And Tacoma kicks it off, and we're underway. Ball comes down at about the 7-yard line. And should have a return at the 26 of Boise. So what do you expect here from Boise?
As far as Boise's offense goes, as they are about to take the field here, I'm looking to see Douglas Brown, their top running back, get started off strong, try to relieve some of the pressure early off their young quarterback, as is his first season in the league.
Calling signals, inside handoff, and it's a big hole. Look out!
And on
we're
cue,
going to have second and inches there.
Yeah, on cue, Douglas Brown getting it started early with a big, almost 10-yard gain to make it second and short. Good start by him. Let's see if they can follow it up here on the second and short.
Second and inches as they go from 4 wide with one in the backfield. Inside handoff, and he'll get the first.
Yeah, Douglas Brown didn't have far to go there on that second and short, so he just fell forward. Easy first down to move the sticks. Great job to get him started early, like I said. Trellis Blanton, this is his first game in the minors, so he's going to try to relieve some of his pressure as they get started early in this ball game.
Again, go to the 4 wide, back to pass. Offset pass, and it's dropped. Looks like it was going to TT Crystal on that play.
Yeah, number 89, TT Crystal. Another person that's his first game here in this league. A little early game jitters from him, dropping an easy pass out there in the towards the sidelines.
Second and 10. This time they go from the I with 2 to the bottom as the defense switches sides. Back to pass, rollout, and a dump, and it's caught. And it's picked by Odenby, 6'2", 205.
So to be good reception there to get his first touch of this game over on the left side to make it a third and short. This is the first third down in the game. Let's see if they break it out with the running game like they started out doing, or if they try to go through the air.
So they go to the gun with 3 receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Back to pass. Up over the center. Caught! Oh no, it's dropped! I thought that was caught for sure.
Yeah, number 15 there. Looked like they were trying to get him. That was Trellis there in the backfield, trying to figure out why or how his receiver didn't catch that with his arms held out. Like, why didn't you? It was on your fingertips, buddy. You're supposed to bring that in. But instead, it's going to bring up a 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
So Bennington back to punt from his 44-yard line. And the ball's off his foot. And it's caught, and we'll have first and 10 Tacoma from their own 19-yard line. If you're new to the SFL and the Simulation Football League, combines traditional esports, role-playing, team strategy of being convinced onto the field. For more information on the SFL, visit the website and the SFL, where we put the fantasy in football. Back to pass, if they go here, they go to a full house formation. Back to pass, it's a quick dump pass out to the outside to Jones.
We get a good chance here on this first drive for Tacoma to see third-year man Brad Jones, halfback, catch a pass out in the flats from also third-season quarterback Johnny Reno. So I'm looking to see some high-powered offense coming out here on their first drive of this game.
So Reno brings them out, calling signals. Back to pass goes Reno. He dumps it off, caught by Mike Savage. Now looking at the Tacoma offense, we have quarterback Johnny Reno, halfback Brad Jones. Hattori Hazo is your fullback. Mike Savage is one of your receivers, along with Shane Kaufman.
Yeah, Mike Savage there, another third-season guy on their offense, caught that last pass as he was falling towards the sidelines.
Back to pass, dumps it off on a screen pass, breaks the tackle and gets a good gain on the play there, 2nd and 3.
So two flat receptions out there for number 44 Brad Jones early in this ball game. We're getting a chance to see what their play calling is going to look like for this game. Looking to get him in a wide open space, see if he can't make some moves and break some tackles in order to get some big gains for their passing game.
So again, under center with a single back formation. Back to pass, over the center, caught! Nice catch by Savage over the middle there.
Absolutely, Mike Savage getting a great reception over the middle as he's just getting open there for his quarterback, able to beat a couple of the secondary members to stretch out and catch that to get a big first down for them on this drive.
So we have, for the Mud Dogs, we have Diamond Blackwell at outside linebacker, Don Fletcher as one of the corners, Liam Ryan is the other corner with free safety Jack Nuke, and Robert Ivory are your safeties, along with Dante Grimm. Nice inside play there.
Yeah, good run there to the right for halfback Brad Jones, getting him started a little bit on the ground game, see if he can't get a good run off. But nice job of Dante Grimm, the strong safety, to come in there for a tackle to only hold him to about 3-yard gain.
So again, we go to the full house formation. Back to pass, and again they dump it off. And they're getting good dump offs with this.
They really are. This time, though, they only get about 3 yards. Couldn't really find any open areas. The defense kind of got there before he had a chance to turn upfield. So it brings up a 3rd and medium here to try to convert this 3rd down.
So Reno from the shotgun, hoping he doesn't get snake eyes on this play. Back to pass. And it comes up snake eyes, incomplete pass.
Number 24 there, looks like that was Robert Ivory there on the tip pass. Had a chance to pick that off. Him and Don Fletcher both, the CB, had chances to pick that off over there towards the sidelines. But instead it falls harmlessly to the ground, and it's a 4th down. Neither team has a contracted kicker, so it looks like they're going to come out and punt here on 4th down.
Yeah, that'll be Johnny Landers on the punt, 6'2", 210. Let's see if he can get this ball off. There's a snap. Here comes the pressure. He gets it off. And the ball will be caught, fair caught, at the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Boise.
Was looking to see if they would get them pinned inside the 10, but just didn't have enough leg into that. So looks like Tacoma's Boise's gonna catch a break here, starting off at the 12 instead of right by the goal line.
So again, they're showing this 4 receiver formation with a single back. And they go inside handoff, and it's blowing up in the backfield. Absolutely smothered by the defensive line.
Absolutely nowhere to go. Number 99 in there for the TFL. Looks like that's going to be Ulysses Brand, one of the backup defensive ends, just got back there to stop Douglas Brown before he could get past the line of scrimmage for a 3-yard loss.
So it'll be 2nd and 13 as Blanton calls signals back to pass, and he dumps it off. Now, missed tackle, and they get a nice gain out of this. Really nice gain, Nate.
It's going to be a good, looks like 11-yard gain at a normal set of downs. That'd be a first down, but since they got backwards on that first down play, it's going to bring up a 3rd and short. But great job by Douglas Brown to be able to break that tackle by number 25, Frank Bernstein. Just couldn't bring him down there and got a little bit further upfield before they were able to bring him down.
So with 5:40 left in the quarter, 3rd down and 2 from the Boise 19. Blanton calling signals. They bring the fullback in. The handoff at the middle. He bounces it outside. It'll be a first down, Mud Dogs.
We'll have to see what the flag is here, though. I saw a flag come out. Might be a holding call in the offensive backfield, but might be coming back.
Yeah, it is a hold. You're right.
That would have been an outstanding play for this Mud Dog offense if Brown would have been able to get that big run off. But it looks like tackle Orville got called there for the holding call to bring up an unfortunate 3rd and long on the 10-yard line.
So 3rd and 12 as we hit the 5-minute mark of the quarter. They go 4 wide again with a single back. Blanton back to pass, dumps it off, and he won't get much on the play. It'll be 4th and 10.
Oh, they're going to call that only a 2-yard gain on a 3rd and long play. They should have tried to at least run something that was going to bring it to the first down sticks, but unfortunately they couldn't find anything open downfield. They're going to have to punt right here.
And there goes the punt. Caught. And you'll get about 5 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Boise 46-yard line.
Yeah, Tacoma is going to find themselves in plush territory after they held Boise there to a 3-and-out drive. So quarterback Johnny Reno's going to have good field position starting out this set of downs to try to get his team in scoring position.
We have an offset eye with 2 tights. Single receiver to the top. Outside handoff to Jones. And it's smothered at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Number 47 there. Looks like that's strong safety Dante Grimm, 2nd season man for the Mud Dogs, coming up there on the tackle to hold him to no gain on that run to bring up a 2nd and long. Great job by him to make sure that run went nowhere.
So go to a split backs this time. Inside handoff. And they'll get 4 on the play. Nice play by Jones to even pick up that 4. It was crowded on that line.
Yeah, it's good to see Jones getting a good yardage there on 2nd down. At least it's going to be a 3rd and medium. So let's see what they do here, though, on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to maybe try to passing formation.
So they go 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. 2 back to the backfield, back to pass. Cut! Look out! Look out! Touchdown!
Wow, what a play by Johnny Reno, quarterback for Tacoma, sitting back there in the pocket, finds his wide open receiver. That's a backup Mitchell Simpson, number 82 on the right side. He's just going to sidearm throw that to his wide receiver, and his receiver's going to do the rest and take it to the house for 6 to get his team on the board. Great play.
Beautiful play there by Reno. You could tell he's a veteran of the minors.
So literally the poise he had to just sidearm throw that, find his wide open receiver. Just a great all-around play by that quarterback.
So now we aim for the extra point. Snap down, hold down, and it's through the uprights. Tacoma 7, Boise nothing.
Great job by Tacoma there on that drive, getting a score early in this game as we're still in the first quarter. Let's see if Boise has an answer, though, as they come back out on offense coming up here.
So as we get ready for the kickoff, and the ball's in the air, coming down at about the 7-yard line. Spin. Nice return, and they'll get it out to the 33-yard line. They'll be 1st and 10, Mud Dogs.
Great job by number 19, Mac Trapp, right there, one of the backup wide receivers, to put on a spin move as he was coming up the field with that football. Breaking a defender's ankles there to get a few extra yards to set up his offense with a little better field position.
We have an offset I formation here. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Blanton back to pass. Runs an out route. Caught. And that'll be Odenby on the grab.
Yeah, Odenby here on this catch here on 1st down, getting a 3-yard reception on the left side by the sidelines. Trying to get Trellis Blanton to get loosened up here earlier in the game.
Inside handoff to Brown. And he brings it down to 3rd and 2. Nice gain on the play.
5-yard gain right at the gut for Douglas Brown here in his 3rd season. We talked about that earlier, but he's coming off last season, probably his best season here in the minors, as he had over 1,500 yards rushing and 20 touchdowns last season. So he's looking to pick up here where he left off last season.
Pitch play. And he'll get the first on that. It's not often you see a pitch play in the league.
We don't typically see that pitch play. They usually just hand it ball right off, but this time they decided to pitch it back to Brown, and luckily they gave him the forward progress there as he was able to cross that 1st down pylon to get the new set of downs for his offense.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Blanton under center, back to pass, dumps it off just behind him, but a good catch, pick up by Brown. And Brown will get a first on the play. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
Wow, what kind of moves Douglas Brown had there to get the 1st down on that reception. He spin moved to one guy, looked like he hurled over that guy before he got plastered by number 21 there towards the end of that play. Mike Little, the free safety. But great job by Doug Brown to get that 1st down on the reception.
So this time they come out 4 wide. Inside handoff. And he's pushed backwards. He'll get a yard on the play. He's lucky to get that.
Unfortunate there. Looked like he went backwards maybe 2 yards, but it looks like they're going to give him forward progress. It's going to be 2nd and 9, so they gave him forward progress of 1 yard before he got knocked backwards. But hole just plugged up before he could get anywhere on that play.
Blanton under center, 4 wide. There's the pitch play. And he'll pick up a good solid 6 on the play.
Great run there for Douglas Brown, getting a good 5-yard play off of that pitch play, getting to see some of his veteran moves, able to stiff arm a couple of guys and truck over a few others on his way to a good gain there on 2nd down.
3rd and 4 for the Mud Dogs. Inside handoff, and he's not going to get there. Brown just can't get there. Beautiful play by Tacoma.
That's going to be number 41, outside linebacker Lucius Carver, one of their non-contract linebackers. Not let him get anywhere on that 3rd down play. But I think if Boise wants to stay with this, they're going to have to get him going on the ground game to stay in this game.
First and 10. I've lost my volume here, so I can't hear anybody.
Looks like they're setting up to punt here on 4th down as we start the second quarter. And a great punt there as they're going to down this one at the 2-yard line. They're going to say he didn't cross the end zone there, and they're going to spot that at the 2-yard line as Tacoma is going to be pinned deep in their own territory to start off this set of downs, start off this drive inside the 5. Great punt by Boise's punter, Ralph Bennington, to pin him deep in the corner coffin on that punt.
So I'm back, 1st and 10. Back to pass. Caught over the center. It's wide open. Look out! Look out!
He's not going to get him.
Not going to get him. Touchdown, Grizzlies! Shane Kaufman on the beautiful grab.
Wow, 98 yards. Johnny Reno, young man, getting the ball to his wide receiver, Shane Kaufman. Shane Kaufman looked like he was going to get stopped by number 27, Don Fletcher, before he got to the end zone. Don Fletcher tried to hold on for dear life, but unfortunately unable to bring him down. And Kaufman goes the distance for the score. What a play to go up by 2 scores in this second quarter.
So Tacoma will now try to kick their extra point. Zane in for that. And it's good. 14-0. Grizzlies.
I know it's still early in this game here in the second quarter, but it might be Boise's panic time here as they come back out on offense. Tacoma's looking hot on offense so far, up 2 scores. The only thing Boise's been able to do so far is run it with Douglas Brown. They've got to get something going here and quick.
So here comes the kickoff. And the ball will come down at about the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 20-yard return on the kick. Are you a next level SFL fan? Visit the SFL League website at simulation.net for info on how to create a player and join our community. Check out our leaders, our stats from all of season 17, game tasks, career numbers. It's all there. Check out simulationfootballleagues.com. Back to pass. Oh, back to run. Look out. You got a good run here. Nice run by Brown.
Yeah, Douglas Brown getting the handoff, going left there, finding the opening that he needed to turn that upfield on the left side to get a good 1st down run for him. I keep saying it. They're going to have to get him going. He might have to be their offense for this game in order to keep this game close. I think if they fall too far behind, Blayton's going to have to come out and start slinging the ball. But as long as they can get chunk plays like this with Brown, I don't think they should go too far away from this run game.
So again, they come out in a traditional passing set with 4 wide. And they get the completion here, but it's for 2 yards. It's to Crystal.
Looked like TT Crystal there. Not sure if both receivers were supposed to be in the same area, but looks like Crystal was there in the same spot as one of the other receivers. And that's maybe why they were confused and only got a couple of yards on that play. But yeah, unfortunate they couldn't get any more yards on that one.
Inside handoff. There's the spin. Look out. Brown's on the loose. What a huge run by Brown.
Douglas Brown breaking out 2 spin cycles on that run as he gets a huge play on that play, getting a good 35-plus yards on that run as they bring it inside the red zone for the first time today. Great job by Brown to follow his blockers and do a little bit extra to get open on that one to take it all the way downfield.
And he's got a huge average of 7.8 yards per run. That's outstanding.
This early in the ball game, that is a huge stat. Almost 8 yards a carry.
So he doesn't get as good a return this time as he tackled in the backfield. It'll be a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, but it's a good job to try to get Douglas Brown continuing to go on the run game. Looked like that was Mike Little, free safety on the tackle, but they need to stick with that run game.
Blanton-back pass, caught over the center, and it'll be 3rd and 1 from the Tacoma 3.
Great play by Trellis Blanton. Looked like Douglas Brown came out of the backfield on a running back streak right up the middle on that pass pattern. And was able to catch that on the reception for a good 10-yard gain to set up a 3rd and short.
So we're going double tights here with a single back in the backfield, that being Brown. Inside handoff. But Tacoma holds the line.
Yeah, Tacoma's holding that line, not letting that run get anywhere. Mike Little with another tackle to set up a 4th and short. This will be interesting if they're going to see if they're going to go for it here or if they're just going to take the points and go for 3.
So it looks they're coming out to go. And they do go. And they get it. 1st and 10 from the it should be 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. That 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped off sides, so they're going to decline that penalty because they got closer to the goal line than that penalty would have taken them. But great job to go ahead and snap that, let Douglas Brown get the 2 yards he needed and set up a very short 1st and goal from the 1-yard line to try to set him up to score here.
As we take a look at the Grizzlies in their defensive huddle, they break the huddle, and here we go, folks. 1st and goal from about the 1-yard line. Double tights. Inside handoff to Brown, and he's stuffed. No gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain, maybe lost half a yard, but I don't hate the call. Douglas Brown's been doing all the work so far on this drive, getting big running plays, let the power back get in the end zone. He's done all the work to this point. I think he should get the payoff at the end.
So this time they go to a more heavy set with the fullback in the backfield. And they still get hit, and they drop another yard. They've lost another yard. They've lost yards on 2 consecutive plays.
Travis Merriweather, strong safety, coming up with a big tackle for loss on that 2nd and goal. Lost 2 yards on that one. Looked like number 99, Ulysses Brown, was in there on the tackle as well. But they might break out a pass here. Let's see what they do on 3rd and goal.
As they go with the tights. Inside handoff again. This time, touchdown, my dogs! Brown just busts up the center for the touchdown.
And Douglas Brown is going to put that ball to sleep right there on the end zone. He just decided he was going to take it himself, burst of speed right up the middle, and did the work that he needed to do to get that ball across the pylon. Great job. Great trust that the coaches had in him to be able to break that for the score. And they are on the board, about to cut this lead into half, pending this extra point.
Nice drive by them. Beautiful drive. And there we are with the extra point. It's now time for the kickoff. As we get a 14-7 lead for the Tacoma. Ball's kicked off. Comes down at about the 6. And they get 20 yards on the play.
Yeah, so Boise, we saw them get a score there on their last drive. Let's see if that momentum will stick with this defense. See if they can maybe come up with a big stop as Tacoma's high-powered offense takes the field to try to get an answer here on this drive.
So they go I formation here with 2 receivers to the bottom. Reno calling signals. Back to pass goes Reno. He's going long. And it's picked! Beautiful interception there on the tip.
Wow, what a job by number 22. For Boise, that's going to be Liam Ryan with his first pick of this SFLm season. Following the ball as it hit the tip drill, able to come away with that ball. Unfortunate for the Tacoma offense that it got picked off, but the momentum is squarely on the shoulders of Boise Mud Dogs right now as they start an amazing field position on the other side of the field.
So here we go. They're going, looks like they're going to go double tights here with two receivers, one to the top, one to the bottom, single back formation. Blanton calling signals, inside handoff, and they'll get 2 on the play.
As we see the stats there, Douglas Brown doing work tonight. 81 yards already and a touchdown. They're going to let him work. They're going to let him eat as often as possible as he gets a good 2-yard gain right at the middle.
So this time they add the fullback to the backfield. Looks they go more of a heavy set. Back to pass, and they dump it off on the screen. And they'll get a few yards on that play.
Yeah, good 3-yard reception in the flats there by their fullback, Luke Waverly, to bring a third and medium. Again, I haven't seen them throw anything deep yet. They're just trying to get Trellis Blayton a little bit settled down. Still early in this ball game, getting the short routes going to make sure he's well comfortable coming out. I think somebody in chat said it was his second season in this league, but it's still the first game in this season. He's trying to get comfortable in the backfield.
There's the rollout pass, caught, but it's going to be short. It'll be 4th and 3. The SFLm season is underway. The season continues with 4 games, week 2. Next Thursday, October 21st, you can watch the single games in the minor league on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive the updates. Help the league get to 4,000 subscribers during the SFLm's 4th season, the SFL minor league, where football dreams begin. And there goes the punt. Geez, if he would have hung on to that to 1, instead he goes into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 Tacoma from their 20.
Yeah. On that last possession, Boise wasn't able to capitalize on that previous pick by their defense. Couldn't go anywhere. Instead, going on a 3-and-out. So Tacoma got away with one right there as their offense comes back out in the field following that punt.
So Reno under center. 2 receivers at the top, single at the bottom. Back to pass goes Reno. He dumps it off. And that's a catch by Kaufman.
Here we are only in the middle of the second quarter as we look at that stat line. Already over 100 yards receiving by that young man, Shane Kaufman. Of course, he was helped out a lot there by that long touchdown reception of 98 yards. But great game by him so far.
So we go to more of a heavy set this time. Inside handoff, and it's blowing up. It blew up real good.
Brad Jones, nowhere to go. Number 42, Wallace there on the tackle for loss. Just nowhere to go. I didn't see a fullback on the field. They should have. I would expect them to run more fullback sets, having a star fullback on their team. That way he has an extra blocker out there in front of him on those runs.
Reno back to pass, and it's nearly picked.
Wow. Got away with one right there. Number 29, Owen Grant on the tip, batted down ball. Almost come away with an interception there. Johnny Reno nearly suffers his second one of the game, but luckily for him, it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground and incomplete.
So we'll have 4th and 8 from the Tacoma 22-yard line as we get closer to the halftime mark. Landers out to punt again. Caught at the 40. And you'll get to the 43-yard line with 3:50 remaining in the quarter. So It's been pretty balanced so far by both teams. We've seen shots taken, we've seen shots given.
Yeah, Tacoma's been more of a passing offense, though. I think to this point, they've been more of a balanced team. Boise, though, they've had a few passes sprinkled in, but they've relied heavily on Douglas Brown in their running game.
Speaking of that, Brown gets the handoff, and he's nearly tackled and just pushes a guy forward to pick up great yardage on that play.
Great job by Douglas Brown, continuing where he left off all game long, getting a good 6-yard run on the left-hand side, following blockers before he's able to be tackled for a good 6-yard gain to bring up second and short.
So we go double tights again. Again, handoff to Brown. And it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 49 at Tacoma.
I like that Trellis Blanton running the draw play, seeing if he could catch the defense sleeping a little bit, but decided to hand the ball off to Douglas Brown, his workhorse, the last second to let him get a good 3-yard gain and set up a 3rd and 2.
Again, they go heavy tights in the front. Rolling, it's a rollout pass. Here comes the pressure. Caught! And that's Odenby on the catch.
Onus Odeby getting a good catch on the left side by the sidelines. That was a great play action call right there. We all know that if you get good, strong running from your halfback, it's going to open up that play action pass for your quarterback. And that's good proof right there. The defense was squarely thinking that they were going to run the ball again. Instead, he throws a dart to his wide receiver for a first down.
Douglas bounces it outside and picks up a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Tacoma 39-yard line.
As we move further on to this game here, Tom, I think we're going to have to see if Boise decides to stick with this running game, or since he's having such a strong game running, if it's going to open up a little bit in the play action like we saw a couple plays ago.
So Blanton hands it off again. You know, if they keep handing off to Brown, he's going to need the cold tub by the end of the game.
Absolutely, but if he can get the job done, as we hit the 2-minute warning here, if he can get the job done, I would keep handing the ball off to him.
Third and 8 as they go to the 4, wide set, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, single back formation. Back to pass. Caught over the center. Beautiful grab by Crystal.
Great job by Trellis Blanton finding his number 89 TT Crystal, the wide receiver coming over the middle. Only 5'10", but plays like he's 6'5". Great job by him to find an opening in that defense to get a good play there to bring up a first down.
And again, they stick with that 2 receivers to the top, 1 formation. Inside handoff to Brown. Spin. And he'll pick up a solid 8 yards on the play.
Good job following his big fullback there, Luke Waverly. Luke Waverly set the edge on that run. Douglas Brown was able to hit that opening there on the right side for a good 8-yard gain.
Delayed handoff, then it's blown up in the backfield by Tacoma as they go no huddle here. Calling signals, back to pass. Here comes the pressure, and he goes down. Quarterback down.
What a play by number 98, Matthew Sandoval, defensive tackle for Tacoma, to get him down for a big sack, bringing up a 4th and long. Let's see, with a non-contract kicker, let's see if they still go for a field goal here. It looks like they are.
So that'll be Travis Zane on the trying to put this through the uprights. As we wait for the snap. Snap down, hold down. And it's good.
What a job by this Boise team here in the second quarter, bringing this score closer and closer. In the first quarter, it looked like Tacoma was going to run away with this one with 2 quick scoring drives. However, Boise has just played tough, kept grinding with Douglas Brown. Charles Bland has been getting some open looks in the pass game. And as they are closing out the first half, they look like they're going to keep it a close game as they come into halftime.
You know what they say about mud dogs? They like to get dirty.
Absolutely.
So here we go. There's the kickoff. And we'll have 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
I'd like to see Tacoma maybe run a little bit of a 1-minute offense here, try to get another score to maybe spread out the lead a little more before they hit the half to end this half on a high note. They've been stalling out a little bit here in the second quarter. They need a little bit of momentum as they hit the halftime break.
Well, head coach Ross Napoli has to get these boys going. Inside handoff to Jones.
Look out!
He's going. Look out! Look out! Jones is off to the races. Touchdown, Grizzlies!
One play is all it takes for Brad Jones hitting the hole. Great blocks right up the middle in the trenches. And he's going to do one spin move and outrun the entire Mud Dog defense on his way to a house call. 6 points, Brad Jones, 2-score game.
As they say in the majors, he went to Hollywood Boulevard.
He wanted to make a house call, and he didn't care that no one was home on defense. He went ahead and went to the house anyways on that run.
So it'll be Paul Trent on the extra point. As Tacoma tries to put its lead to 10. Waiting for the snap. It's down, up, and through the uprights. So we've got a 10-point lead with the Grizzlies ahead 20-10 over the Mud Dogs.
So with Boise getting 2 scores, 1 touchdown, 1 field goal, any momentum that they would have had going into the locker room is now gone after that huge running play by Tacoma. They have to find a way to salvage some of that momentum as they start this next drive with only a few seconds left.
So Tacoma gets that ball kicked off. It'll come down at about the 7-yard line. And he's gang tackled at the 26. It'll be 1st and 10, Mud Dogs.
Let's see if Douglas Brown can answer that run by Brad Jones with a run of his own. I'd like to see him go back-to-back here. Let's see if it happens.
Looks like they're going to go to the gun here this time. Nope, it's an inside handoff, and it's smothered. Oh, they get a yard on the play.
Wow. Douglas Brown with nowhere to go. Only getting 1 yard. Number 90 there on that tackle. Looks like that's going to be Mark McCarthy, one of the backup defensive ends, coming in on that play until he went nowhere on that one.
So this time they're going to a tight formation. Again, they hand off, and they just aren't going to get anything. The Grizzlies defense is just sitting there waiting for the run.
They really are. As we hit the halftime break, the momentum squarely on the shoulders of Tacoma.
And that's the halftime break, 21-10 in favor of the Grizzlies. You're watching the Simulation Minor Leagues on YouTube. So what do you think of the stats here, Nate?
Squarely, all the offense has been, most of the offense has been on the side of Tacoma. They were helped out by that big long run, or long pass play of 98 yards from Johnny Reno to Shane Kaufman to set up their scoring. But Boise, though, they've run tough in this game, in this half. As we take a look there at, looks like that's number 82, Mitchell Simpson on his first touchdown to get the scoring started for Tacoma. And here it is, that big 98-yard reception for Shane Kaufman, taking that to the house to give him a 2-score lead. But like I was saying, this Mud Dog offense with Douglas Brown as their halfback and Trellis Bland as their quarterback, they hung tough in this second quarter and kept it close all the way up until halfback Brad Jones took off on that long touchdown run to end the half scoring.
And then we see that pick that we had earlier in the game that resulted in nothing.
Yeah, it set up a 3-and-out, but this defense has made some big plays though all through the half by various members of their defense.
And there's this run that we talked about.
Yeah.
Just absolutely insane how this run took off. Like, once he broke the line of scrimmage, he was gone.
Yeah, he broke a tackle, did one spin move, and let his feet do the rest as he outran that entire defense.
As we get ready for the second or the third quarter here, for the first time in nearly 3 seasons, the SFL will broadcast on its own networks. For the first time, it will offer a simulcast of the playoffs in all platforms: SFL Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Check out the 2 wildcard matchups on Sunday, October 16th at 1 p.m. and then October 17th at 6 p.m. on all platforms. Stay tuned for your official commentators and teams as we get the kickoff here. And we'll start at the 26-yard line for Tacoma.
Yeah, Tacoma coming up out here in the first drive of the third quarter, looking to extend their lead as they get the ball first coming out of the halftime break. We saw this Boise defense give up some big plays in the first half. Let's see if their defensive coordinator has made some adjustments during the halftime to maybe close some of that up.
Inside handoff to Jones, and he'll pick up 5 on the play.
Good job by Brad Jones hitting the hole right up the middle to gain that 5 yards before he was tackled. We'll have to see if Tacoma is going to be happy to settle to bleed this clock a little bit and have Brad Jones run a lot more this half than he did in the first.
So they go 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top, and they run the slant, and it's dropped.
Johnny Reno. Sorry, go ahead.
Kaufman just couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, Diamond Blackwell coming up huge there with the tip ball. Looked like she might have had a chance to pick that one off. Actually, a couple of different Mud Dog players had a chance to get that one. But Johnny Reno, he's had a couple of plays like that early in this game where he's dodged a couple of bullets, and that one also falls harmlessly to the ground and incomplete to set up a third down.
So this time they're going to go to the gun with a fullback and halfback to either side. 3 receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Reno back to pass. Good protection. Over the center. And what a grab!
And the penalty. Looks like they might get pass interference, but if it is, it's not going to matter. They're going to decline it and take the yardage.
Kaufman on the grab here. What a grab by Kaufman.
Oh, it's a late hit instead, so they're going to tack on that 15-yard penalty at the end of that reception and set up Tacoma with huge field position on this next set of downs. Number 27 came in there late after the catch, after the tackle. Don Fletcher just came in out of nowhere, landed on the wide receiver after he had already laid out on the ground. Tough penalty for this Boise defense.
Inside handoff to Jones. He'll get a yard on the play. But going back to that last play, Kaufman was absolutely covered, and I don't know how Reno squeezed that ball in.
Yeah, there was at least 3 defenders around Kaufman, but Reno, showing the veteran that he is, able to squeeze that ball in to where only his wide receiver can come up with that ball and come up with a big play on the passing game.
Inside handoff, and he's broken loose. Look out! It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Boise 17-yard line. Beautiful run there by Brad Jones.
Brad Jones looks like they're going to come out with a balanced offense here in the third quarter. This time he was able to hit some blocks, key blocks right up the middle, and get a good first down run to set them up inside the red zone as they're looking to score here early in the third quarter.
So now they're going to go 4 wide here. Offset running back. And they'll fake the handoff, dump it off outside. And it's caught. Looks like one of the backups. Number on the play, number 19. That's Martin Fallworth.
Yeah, good job by Reno setting up that play action pass, getting the ball out to his receiver on the left, getting a good 6-yard gain to set up a 2nd and short.
So now we're going to go to the full house formation. Inside handoff. And he'll get down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal from the Boise 1-yard line. Nice run by Jones.
Absolutely. Brad Jones just showing off his skills as he takes this ball right up the gut, following more key blocks up the middle, able to squeeze between a couple of defenders on his way inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 1, knocking on the door of the end zone as they set up this 1st and goal.
Again, they go back to the full house. Reno calling signals. Handoff, and it's blown out of the backfield by the Mud Dogs.
Wow, great job by number 98 for Boise. That's going to be Tim House, defensive tackle, with a huge tackle for loss on that play. Tim House avoiding a house call, if you will, by Brad Jones, at least for now, with a big 4-yard loss.
So they change formations, go with an offset eye with 2 receivers to the top. Handoff to Jones outside, tackle, and the Mud Dogs are playing gritty, and they hold them.
Number 47 right there, that's going to be Dante Grimm, strong safety, coming up on run coverage on that play, blowing it up and not letting him get anywhere on that 2nd down to bring up a 3rd and goal. Let's see if this defense can come up with a big stop to maybe only allow them to set up for a field goal attempt.
3 receivers, back to pass, goes Reno. He dumps it off on the screen, and it's blown up by the Mud Dog defense.
Yeah, Johnny Reno was trying to get his halfback Brad Jones out there in the flats, but Brad Jones had already run his full route. He was just waiting on the ball to get there. He turned around, waited on the ball, and by the time he caught it, that defense had caught up to him. Absolutely nowhere to go to set up a 4th down and a field goal attempt.
Outside linebacker Lucas Carver on the tackle. So here we go. They're going to try to kick the field goal here with Paul Trent. And this will extend the lead. And they'll go up 24-10.
Yeah, they do extend the lead, but it's still only a 2-score game. Huge props to this Boise defense, coming up big when it counted the most, only holding them to a 3 instead of a 7. Let's see if their offense can capitalize on that big stop as they come back out on offense following this kickoff.
And the ball's in the air. It'll come down at about the 5-yard line. And he'll get to the 28. It'll be 1st and 10 Mud Dogs with 6:25 remaining in the 3rd. So how do the Mud Dogs counter here?
I was going to say, I think it's still early enough in the second half that if they want to go back to Douglas Brown in the run game, they still have plenty of time to do so. He was their workhorse in the first half. I think they should give him another chance here on this first drive to see if he can break one wide open.
And they go to the offset eye, delayed handoff, and it's blown up by the Tacoma defense.
Yeah, so they did try to go back to the running game with Douglas Brown, but just nowhere to go for him, getting a 1-yard loss. Number 99 there, Ulysses Brand, defensive end there on the big stop to set up a 2nd and long.
So again, this time we're going to go to the I formation, double tights. One to the top, one to the bottom, back to pass, goes Blanton, rolls out, caught by the fullback, Luke Waverly.
I absolutely love that play where they send the quarterback out rolling to the right to get him a little bit further away from that pocket, to get away from those defenders that might be barreling down on him, letting him get more comfortable to find his open receiver to get a good gain and set up a third and medium.
So we go 4 wide, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Back to pass goes Blanton, plenty of time. Oh! Just a touch overthrown.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to TT Crystal on that pass, but just couldn't come up with it. Looked like there might have been 3 or 4 different defenders around him. Luckily, that wasn't picked off, or else Tacoma would have came away with good field position there. But I like the call. Boise, Trellis Blanton had good time back there in the pocket to try to find a receiver. Just couldn't find one that was open. Unfortunately, it's going to set up a 4th down.
So it'll be 4th and 5 from their own 33, as Bennington will go back in to punt. And the ball's off his foot. Nice hang time here. Comes down at about the 29-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Tacoma from their own 33.
Getting here into the middle part of the third quarter, this Boise defense cannot afford to give away too many more points by Tacoma's offense. I'd like to see their defense maybe try to tighten up a little bit. Maybe avoid some of those, allowing some of those big plays to go downfield like they have been.
Reno hands it off. Jones gets it up the center. And he'll explode for a 1st down.
Not a good start by this Boise defense, allowing Brad Jones to get a good run right up the middle. He's been doing that all day, getting good chunk yardage if he takes that ball right up the middle as he gets another 10-yard gain to set up a 1st down.
APM Music is unrivaled music that brings your stories to life. Inspiring music in every production of the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology, world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore the library and find the perfect soundtrack, visit apmmusic.com. Nice play there. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the Boise 45-yard line. Inside handoff, spin move. And Jones will get a solid gain of 6 on the play.
This Boise defense is having a rough time trying to deal with this balanced attack of Tacoma. We saw it 2 plays ago. Reno able to sidearm throw that to Shane Kaufman. And this time, Brad Jones just takes it himself right the middle for another 6 yards.
Speaking of that, Jones gets the handoff. And it'll be 3rd and inches. If he could have stretched out just a touch more, he would have had that 1st down.
He would have had a 1st down, but good job by Boise's defense to hold him to a 3rd and inches. But this is huge. Let's see if they can get a big tackle for loss, though, to hold them here on 3rd down as they have a 3rd and short once again.
They go double tights with an offset eye. Hand off to Jones. He'll get the 1st down. And they're down to the 32-yard line.
This Tacoma offense making it look easy as they just are so balanced this drive between the run and the pass. Brad Jones, again, off the left side this time, left tackle, getting a good 5 yards before he's able to be brought down to set up another 1st down.
So now we're going to go 2 receivers to the top, single to the bottom, back to pass. Caught over the center. Nice catch by Mike Savage. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Mike Savage coming across the middle right there on a cross pattern. 3rd season man, able to come away with a big catch on 1st down to set up a 2nd and short. Johnny Reno's looking like he's got this game under control at this point with this drive going on.
Inside handoff. And Jones will get the 1st. They're down to the 18-yard line.
For number 22, Liam Ryan was holding on for dear life to Brad Jones's shoestrings on that run, making sure he didn't go any further. Looked like had he not been able to hold on right there, Brad Jones might still be running at this point. But good job by Liam to bring him down. It's still a first down, but at least they didn't allow a score there on that play.
So we're down to the 18-yard line. And this time they go 4 wide with Jones in the backfield. Reno calling signals. Pass rush is coming. Caught over the center. And that's Kaufman again on the grab.
Between Kaufman and Savage, they're having their way with this Boise secondary. Johnny Reno's just picking them apart at this point, able to find his receivers that he wants to find without much problem as they continue on this drive.
And there's Jones on the handoff. And he'll get first and goal. They're down to the Boise 2. And it's time for the Mud Dogs to put up or shut up.
Yeah, Brad Jones almost getting it to the pylon there on that run. But instead he gets tackled at the 2-yard line. Let's see if they let him finish it off here.
So they go split backs here. 2 wide receivers with tights. Inside handoff. And it's touchdown Grizzlies. Brad Jones gets another score.
Too easy. Just barreling his way to the end zone. Brad Jones getting a score here to make it a 3-score game. This Tacoma offense firing on all cylinders at this point. Super balanced on offense. We expected it from them today, and they provided nothing short of amazing offense this entire game. Brad Jones, another touchdown. Great job offense.
And there's the extra point. As the lead extends to 20 now. 21, actually. No, shoot.
Yeah, it'll be a 21-point lead once they tack on the extra point. But
Yep.
yeah, good job by their offense. Boise needs to come. I think this is the drive they need to have in order to keep this game close in the fourth quarter.
So there's the kick. And the Mud Dogs will take it at about the 5-yard line. And he's got a good run here. What a nice return by the Mud Dogs. They get out to the 40-yard line.
Great return by Mac Trapp there, doing the returning for Mud Dogs this game. Able to find an opening that he needs to set up his offense with great field position to set up this drive. They needed that great return because they'll have a shorter field than otherwise they would have had as they come out in the gun here on first down.
Back to pass goes Blanton. Throws it over the center. And what a goal! It's picked! What a pick!
Cornerback Mark Kaufman coming away with his first pick of this season. Trellis Blanton was trying to get the ball there. It looked like to number 13. That would have been backup Marcus Brody on that reception had he been able to lay out for it. But Mark Kaufman said, "No, sir, not today. I'll take that, and I'll give the ball right back to my offense," as they come out and well ahead of this game.
So we're going again to the offset formation here. Reno calling signals. Inside handoff. And the Mud Dogs respond well and cut it to a yard gain.
Number 93 defensive end Hunter Hyde there on that tackle to only allow a 1-yard gain. Looks like they were trying to go back to that same run that Brad Jones for Tacoma scored on the previous drive to see if he can break a big one for a longer gain than just 2 yards. But good stop by this Boise defense.
High formation, back to pass. Dumps it off to Jones. And they get a first down out of that play. 1st and 10. Tacoma.
Johnny Reno finding his halfback out in the flats this time, letting him get out there in wide open space to see if he can make some moves. He does make that one move, breaks the tackle before he's brought down to get yet another first down for this Tacoma offense.
So they're down to the 41-yard line as we come perilously close to the end of the third quarter. Back to pass. Caught on the slant. Look out, Kaufman's on the run. Touchdown, Shane Kaufman. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Yeah, they weren't going to catch him that time. Johnny Reno able to find Shane Kaufman once again, going off to the left side of your screen, able to get that reception past that linebacker. That's a mismatch right there. That poor linebacker had no chance. Shane Kaufman just grabbed that away from that linebacker and outran him easily to the end zone for 6 more points and his second score of the game. What a game by Shane Kaufman.
And with this extra point, we'll end the quarter. And what a way to end the quarter.
What a way to end this quarter indeed for Tacoma. 2 scores pending this extra point.
And it's good. As we now enter the fourth quarter.
Excuse me, that's 3 scores now by Tacoma. Tacoma has outscored Boise in this quarter 17-0 as we head 4.
Put your fours in chat, folks, as we go to kick off for the fourth quarter. As Trent will put the ball on the tee. And it'll come down again at about the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Mud Dogs. So how can the Mud Dogs prepare themselves for next week?
I think at this point, they want to try to open up their playbook a little more, maybe run some more passing plays. Trellis Bland has been pretty quiet this game. I'd like to see him maybe try to open things up here in the fourth quarter as they prepare maybe to set up some more plays heading into next week.
Back to pass, and there's the out route. And he'll pick up a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, Trellis Bland, you saw the stat line, less than 100 yards passing, and that poor quarterback got lit up in the backfield that time, right as he was letting go of that ball. Luckily, it was caught for a 4-yard gain, but hopefully he's not too shaken up or dizzy after that big hit by that defensive lineman.
So they're going to go offset eye here with 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. He'll run the pitch play. And he'll pick up a solid gain on that play. Nice play to Brown.
Good 4-yard play on that pitch to the left for Douglas Brown. They still need to get him involved. I think they just need to run their normal offense to try to get some positive as they approach further into this fourth quarter.
So again, they go back to the same formation. Inside handoff to Brown. It'll be 4th and 1. And do you think it's go time here?
Unfortunately, no. I think they're still way too far inside their own field here. I think it looks like they're going to punt it here, but unfortunate that Boise couldn't get a first down on that set of downs there.
So they'll go back to punt here. Let's wait for the snap. As we get a nice 4.1 second hang time on the play, and it'll be a 2-yard return on the kick.
Yeah, number 82, Mitchell Simpson, the backup wide receiver, handling the return duties for Tacoma. Boise just needs to play ball. I think this game is well in hand for Tacoma. I think they just hand the ball off to Brad Jones here. Try to get him a few more yards to close out this game.
So Reno, inside handoff to Jones. For the fans, coverage begins Sunday, October 17th with the league playoff special at 2:30 Eastern. Before the kickoff at 3:30 Eastern in the South is Carolina, where Charleston Predators will go to Los Angeles to face the Lycans. To find your game on your devices, at Next Level Sports and FTN. Don't miss your chance to get it. And there's the big play. Look out. Another huge run by Brad Jones.
Brad Jones, he is starting to heat up now here late in the second half. This Boise, taking advantage of this tired Boise defense, able to bounce it to the outside down the right sideline on his way to a huge gain to set up a first down on the 35-yard line.
With 8:42 remaining in the quarter, they go to the gun. Reno back to pass. He dumps it off. And it's Kaufman again on the catch. Kaufman's having a huge day.
Kaufman's having a huge day. Brad Jones having a huge day. Reno's able to spread the ball around at will, it seems like. Just a great job by this Tacoma offense to show this league here in this first game of the season what they have to look forward to as they hit further down in future weeks for further into the season.
Reno calling signals. He goes back to pass again, dumps it off. It's caught. And that's Savage on the catch.
Yeah, only a 3-yard reception by Savage, but still a positive play, and still spreading the ball around, running good offense, looking to bring this ball closer, maybe even for another score on this poor Boise defense.
So they go to the gun now with an offset formation. Handoff, and Jones will pick up a few on the play.
Good job by number 57 there for Boise, coming away with the tackle, and I'll let that one go anywhere. Diamond Blackwell, second season player, outside linebacker, getting a good tackle there to set up a 3rd and 6.
So they go back to the gun. Fullback on one side, halfback on the other. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure. And he's sacked. When they needed it the most, the Mud Dogs get the sack.
Number 54 defensive end Moses Toway, able to beat that offensive lineman and get to the quarterback, bring down Johnny Reno for the big sack to set up 4th down.
So, it looks like they'll try the field goal here. And Trent will come back out to try, it looks like a 33-yard attempt.
Maybe 43 by the time they tack on the 10 yards of the end zone.
And there we go. It's good.
He missed that one. He missed that one to the right. He missed it to the right.
Let's take a look here. You're right. He did miss it.
Good.
He did miss it.
Huge break for Boise's defense to come away with a big stop and not allow any points on that drive to try to maybe get another score as we hit middle point of the 4th quarter.
And they go double tights with 2 in the backfield. Inside handoff to Brown. And he'll pick up 7 on the play. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry here.
Yeah, Douglas Brown's been doing some work on this game, coming away this time over the middle with a big 7-yard run, making some of the defenders miss, doing a spin cycle, setting up a 2nd and short.
So now we're going to go to the 4 wide receiver set. He hands off on the delay, and he'll get the first down.
I know they want to keep their veteran Douglas Brown, their halfback, happy by letting him run here, but I would really like to see Trellis Blanton come out, maybe throw a couple. I don't think he's thrown any passes further than 10 yards all game long. I'd like to see him maybe try to open things up as we hit later points in this 4th quarter.
And Tacoma's pressing the line, and they dump it off again on the handoff, and they're blown up. You're right about them not wanting to push the ball down the field. They really need to do that just because of the deficit.
Absolutely. Because of deficit, they want to get some plays in to maybe get their quarterback ready for future games in the future. Looks like they might pass it here. Let's see if they can get something good out of this formation.
Blanton runs the screen pass and to Brown, and they pick up nothing.
Looks like he lost 4 yards on that play. Looked like it might have been a formation they were going for the pass, which they did. But I would like to see him go for a wide receiver downfield. Going out in the flat at this point, especially when your back or when your running back is over towards the sideline and unable to turn upfield to gain any yards.
So they go back to the gun, 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top, rollout pass, and again it's a dump.
Okay.
Crystal makes the catch. But
I don't get that play call at all. It was a rollout play for Trellis Blanton. Rolling out to his right, you would have thought he would have tried to get the ball downfield to one of his wide receivers that was past the first down marker, but instead they're going to punt it away here on 4th down.
And the clock is really, really in favor of Tacoma right now. Look out, Tacoma's got to run here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Tacoma 40-yard line. Beautiful run back by number 82.
Yeah, Mitchell Simpson there on that great return. Had a couple of blocks set up on that left-hand side, following his blockers as they set the edge and able to come out to the 40-yard line to set up this next drive. With under 5 minutes left, let's say if they get some of the backups in as they're ahead by 28 points, 4 scores.
Well, Reno's still in. But this time they're going back to the full house here. It looks like they're going to try to run it a bit. Calling signals. Inside handoff to Jones. 1st and 10. Beautiful, nice run on that play.
Brad Jones letting that young man eat as he gets another big run on the left-hand side. Getting a good 13-yard gain on 1st down as they set up another 1st down on this next set of downs. Brad Jones has been having a day all game long, and between him and Reno passing, they've just been dominating on offense.
So they go back to a heavy set formation, offset, and the top is wide open for a run. If they hit that, calling signals, and there it goes out to the top. Whoa, it's blown up in the backfield. Where did number 54 come from? Holy jeez. That was Moses Talloway. He just blew it up. Wow.
Moses Talloway playing angry at this point. Defensive end. He was the one that came up with a big sack on the previous possession that led to that missed field goal. But he's just taken over for their defensive line at this point. Getting a good 4-yard loss on that run play, not letting Brad Jones go anywhere.
So they go with an offset formation here. Reno calling signals. Inside handoff. And it'll be 3rd and 8 from the 46-yard line.
Free safety 41. Jack Snook there on that tackle. He just threw a shoulder and laid Brad Jones down to make sure he didn't get any further than what he did. Still good 6-yard gain for Brad Jones, but great hit by Jack Snook.
What a name, Nuke. Perfect name for a safety.
Absolutely, he just nuked him right there and didn't let him get anywhere.
So Reno calling signals. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Single back formation. Reno back to pass. Caught.
Tom, it looks like we got some backups in now. It looked like number 5, Jack Neary, was the quarterback on that play. He threw it to Martin Fallworth there on the wide receiver out route to set up a 4th down.
You're right. The backups are in. So now, that'll be Landers coming in on the punt. as we get down to 2:40 on the clock. This will bounce at about the 9. Oh, and it's pinned down to the 2. Actually, Boise 4.
Wow, that is yet another great punt. This time by Tacoma's punter, Johnny Landers, just nailing that ball down to the 4-yard line. And great job by that Tacoma, special teams play to not let that ball bounce into the end zone.
So now we're going to go offset. Back to pass. Over the center. Oh. Tried to get the ball to Honus Hornby and just tipped away by Harris on that play.
Yeah, tipped away by Harris. Unfortunate there that they couldn't get the ball to Honus Odabe. I do like the call. They're trying to finally at least get the ball downfield further than 10 yards down the field. But it's so hard to do that when you're pinned so deep in your own territory.
The ball at the 4, back to pass. He dumps it off. And he'll pick up a few on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7 with a 3-yard pickup.
Still trying to keep Douglas Brown involved in the offense, getting a good flat route to get a good 3 yards, set up a 3rd and 7. Let's see what they can do here on 3rd and long.
So we go 2 to the receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Blanton back to pass. Oh, jeez. He's nearly sacked on the play, was just able to get the ball away. And Blanton's injured on the play.
Oh, no. Trellis Blanton, that is not a good sign that their quarterback got injured, but he was lucky to get that ball away, because had he ate that sack, that would have been a safety there in the end zone. But they're just going to, they're going to send the backup in to go for it on 4th down here. This is interesting.
4th and 7 from their own 6. And the backup quarterback is in. Back to pass. He dumps it off. And he got the first. Wow.
Elijah Townsend coming in for the first play of his game and finding number 89, TT Crystal. And TT Crystal gets just enough to cross the 1st down marker to get that 1st down. And it looks like Elijah Townsend, the backup quarterback, is going to stay in on this next set of downs.
So Townsend in with 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. He goes back to pass. There's the roll. And it's caught. And that'll be Odenby. And he'll pick up a few on the play.
Yeah, good 3-yard gain for Odenby there on that reception to the left side. Elijah Townsend rolling out to the left and finding his open receiver for a good gain.
6'2", 210 is Townsend. As they go to the gun, they go 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Townsend calling signals. Back to pass. Caught. Turns it up. But it'll be 3rd and 2. That'll be Hornus again. Odenby.
Yeah, it looks like Odenby has 6 receptions on this game. I'm sure it's not for very many yards. It seems like every time he catches it, it's for no longer than 5 or 10 yards at a time. But good job by Boise to keep him involved in the offense to this point.
So Townsend brings them out. Back to pass. Caught over the center. And that pass, as we go to the 2-minute warning. With the score, Tacoma 38, Boise 10. You're watching the Simulation Minor Leagues on YouTube. So Townsend will bring them back out. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Offset formation for the pass. Back to pass. Plenty of time. He dumps it off. And they go no huddle. Calling signals. Same formation, no change. Defensive line switches. And the ball's tipped, but caught. Oh, broken kneecap, but with the great doctors and the minors and the pros, he should be back next week.
Absolutely. Trellis Blade will be off the rest of this game, but he'll be back and ready to go next week. This doctor's staff for the SFL is second to none. But tough break for him in this game. But Elijah Townsend is doing some work here on this drive. Let's see if he can keep this up.
So back to pass goes Townsend. He rolls out. And it's caught. And that'll be caught by Trapp.
Yeah, number 19, Mac Trapp, with a good toe tap on the right-hand side to get enough for that first down. Kind of an oxymoron that they're trusting Elijah Townsend to back up to throw the ball further downfield than Trellis Blanton did all day. So kind of a strange setup that we got going on here. But he's doing good work. Let's see if it continues.
Blanton rolls out again, dumps the rush, and look out, he's going to run. Oh, he takes a hellacious hit, but gets back up. This kid's tough.
Absolutely.
What the heck is he doing? There he is. There's the center. Back to pass. Here's the other roll. Rolling around, scrambling.
Oh, he fumbled it.
And it looks like number 68 on the line gets that back.
Actually, I think defense came up with that one. It looks like the Tacoma defense is celebrating here.
Let's take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, number 98.
Right. You're right.
Number 98 jumps and pounces, or number 99 rather, jumps up and pounces on that ball. Ulysses Brown to end that drive for Boise, and they're just probably look to clock this at this point and run down with a 28-point win if they can bleed this clock out the rest of the way.
And victory formation, and Boise calls the timeout. That scramble, I hope we get a look at it on replay after the game.
I really do too. That was something else. Looked like Elijah Townsend was running for dear life, just trying to find a receiver, but instead ended up losing the football. Just tough break.
So they take a second knee, and Boise uses their last timeout. So it'll be, they might get the ball back maybe with about 30 seconds left. What do you figure that?
I would say maybe about 15, 20 seconds left after one more knee, and I'm sorry, there's a 25-second play clock. I was doing wrong math. Yeah, I would say about 25, 30 seconds, I would say, by the time you get the ball back.
So he takes a knee.
Oh, I was right the first time. It'll be about 20 seconds, I think.
So the clock will continue to run as they go to punt this ball. So that'll bring out Landers, the punter. And he'll take his sweet time kicking this ball off to give the Mud Dogs little time to use. As the clock continues to tick. And as I said, there are no rush to kick this ball.
I would honestly take a 5-yard penalty and just let the clock stop.
And there's the punt. Oh, hellacious hit. And we're down to 17 seconds. So it looks like Tacoma is going to be really something this year. But what can the Boise fans look forward to?
I think as the season progresses and Trellis Blanton gets more progressions under his belt, I think he'll turn into one of the better quarterbacks here in this league. We all know what Douglas Brown can do as a halfback, so they have him to look forward to absolutely as the weeks progress here.
Back to pass. What a catch! And they have to quickly go because they have no timeouts.
That might be the last play unless they can snap this.
And they snap it and clock the ball, so they'll get one more play.
Yeah,
Second and 10 from the 2.
Elijah Townsend was able to jump up under center there and just spike that one to get them one last play. At this point, Elijah Townsend is looking like a great halfback, though, for Boise on these last two drives, barring that fumbled play.
So back to pass. Plenty of time. He's just sitting back there, and he gets sacked on the last play of the game. Final score, Grizzlies 38, Mud Dogs 10. So what are your thoughts on this game?
Well, and as Tacoma came out of the locker room for the second half, it looks like they were a totally different team on offense than the first half proved to be. Tacoma ended up outscoring Boise, as we said, 17-0. Their defense was able to hold Boise to no scoring plays. As far as Tacoma's offense, they were able to do it what they want, when they wanted, between Johnny Reno's passing and Brad Jones running the ball. Johnny Reno had 311 yards passing with 3 passing touchdowns. Great game by him. Brad Jones was able to run the ball all over this defense. Came away with a couple of scores of his own on the first game of this minor league season. So great job. And leading receiver Sean Kaufman was a big difference maker for this Tacoma offense today. And when you see the stats there, Brad Jones almost 200 yards rushing on two touchdowns.
And you've got to give credit to the Grizzlies defense. They shut down Boise, and they were really one-dimensional this entire game.
They really were. Tacoma's defense was able to hone in on Douglas Brown and their running game. Carlos Blanton, all the way up until he was injured, couldn't get very much going in the pass game. So they really became one-dimensional, and the defense for Tacoma was able to hone in on that and really hold to hold Boise's offense to little to no scoring in that second half, as we see the player of the game here.
And it's Kaufman, who is our player of the game.
Great game by Kaufman. Great game by Tacoma altogether as we close this one out.
Yep. I'm Tom Riddell, here for my partner, Nate Hull. We want to thank you for tuning into this game of the Simulation Minor Leagues, and we'll see you next week.